Hey everybody, welcome back to another one of these videos where I share some of my 3D work, and today is one of my weirder designs. I wanted to make a Starfleet ship that was really different. So I thought, we've got all sorts of different nacelle configurations and saucer shapes, but how about saucer orientations? So I turned the saucer vertically, and it immediately raises some questions about, for instance, how are the decks arranged? My thought is the decks all have a straight floor plan, but one that curves around the entire saucer. So it looks something like this on the inside, with the floor bending up away from you. For every deck, down is toward the edge of the saucer and up is toward the center of the saucer, except for in this little ball in the middle where the decks are more traditionally horizontally aligned. Right here is a shuttle bay, and the bridge is somewhere in there, buried inside this sphere. We have photon torpedo launchers in the front and a tiny little navigational deflector. As we all know, Starfleet ships don't need a visible navigational deflector, but I thought even just a little blue strip would be nice. You'll see that the detailing on this is very sparse because I haven't built this for anything in particular. I was just working out a concept. So it's not really detailed down to the last rivet like the way my Pacific model was, but it's enough to get the idea I was trying to communicate. The nacelles are somewhat based on Voyager nacelles. My idea was kind of just doing Voyager nacelles from memory, and the resulting differences would be good enough for me. And the impulse engines here, I wasn't sure if I should arrange the impulse engines vertically to follow the verticality of the saucer, or horizontally across the pylons. But I tried it on the pylons, and it kind of broke this really clean look that I wanted. And the vertical impulse engines really stacked nicely and just kind of gave the ship a very cohesive look. I feel like maybe I put in a few too many escape pod hatches because the usable floor space in this ship is so reduced. I don't think its crew is particularly large. When we look at it head on, minus this ball in the middle, the absolute thickest deck is not that wide. I can only imagine maybe a few hallways and a few rooms. And that's only toward the center here. Most of the decks would have very limited floor space, though far more rooms with windows. So this particular arrangement maximizes the number of rooms that have windows, but it minimizes floor space. But as we all know, you wouldn't get much satisfaction from a window in space. You would see pretty much just black most of the time. But from the outside it looks cool, and that's why production designers want lots of windows on their ships. Now for this ship, I almost completely have no details for it. I don't have a class, I don't have a name, I don't have tech specs, so it would be awesome if you guys could give me, what's the name of this ship, what class does it belong to, why was it built, why does it look this way, what are its capabilities? I would love for you guys to come up with all those details and tell me in the comments, so maybe after a week I'll choose my favorite entries and change the thumbnail and the title to reflect that. Now, that was a pretty short video. I just wanted to share this really odd ship with you. It's been sitting on my hard drive for a while. I've shared it once or twice on social media. I just wanted a chance to share it with you guys and maybe get a few cool angles and wraparounds of the ship. Tell me what you think and feel free to ask questions. If you'd like to see more of these kinds of videos, I do these every so often, so subscribe for more. And if you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon. It really helps me free up a lot of time and energy so I can work more on this stuff and less on boring real life stuff. So if you want to help me out in that way, please visit my Patreon. And thanks for watching and thanks for commenting and sharing this with your friends, and I'll see you next time.